What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Poncho's Paint Booth. As you can see, oh, god damn it, I did it the right way. As you can see right here above me. Also, more importantly, this is a sub-episode of the small commissions that I like to do every once in a while. Or, well, I mean, I get a little bit of scratch here and there. But the idea of these episodes, as you should know already, is that, well, A, they're commissions, and B, they're for units that aren't really like a fully realized paint scheme. Usually I'm just, they just have me fulfilling the tournament 3-color standard, which we usually do when we're playing Warhammer or Age of Sigmar, which is primarily what I do hobby-wise. So, before I get into that, if you haven't done so already, go to the corner, like and subscribe, Multi-Murdy Media. That is the channel that you're watching here on YouTube now. You will get this playlist, as well as a few other ones, including my video gameplay, which is the Gutsy Ass Gamer playlist, and the Jankety Ass podcast, the video format of my podcast. Mostly me, anyway. And if you stay tuned to the end of the episode, you will also get all the links to, all my stuff. So, like my website, my socials, and of course the website has the links to everything, including the various spots that you can actually listen to the podcast instead. But that's not what this is today. So, today, as I said, I'm working on a commission for somebody else. So, let's see what that is. So, today, keep the light off. Today, we are working on the primaris eliminators. There we go. So the idea of these guys is they come in groups of 3, and they are the snipers. Now, what's cool about these guys is, well, I mean, they're very good at hiding. They're harder to hit. And these weapons have a number... Ooh, I'm tired. These weapons have a number of fire. God damn it. They have more than one weapon profile, right? So they have their standard, very strong shot. They have a like a flame burst shot that's good for whenever you're dealing with like a horde or a larger unit. And they also have a shot that's weaker but can actually shoot through walls, which is almost unheard of for infantry. I think there's like two other that I could think of in the game. Now, you have seen me do some of this commission before, and I still have more to do after this video, but the main idea is that we were keeping the bodies white, or just the main stuff is white, and what I'm going to be doing first is dealing with all the armor edges around, and that is going to be done with Druchii Violet. That's our purple shade, and that's going to be used to outline basically all the plates in the armor, such as like the legs, a little bit in the backpack here. Some of it is covered. They don't have helmets, so I don't have to deal with that. But then like the arms, legs, and what's visible of the chest. I don't have to deal with the cloak or anything like that other than to, clean up with white at the end. But first things first, I'm going to start with the violet, and then the rest of the details will come later. So starting off with this guy, there's only 3. Get my own personal entertainment loaded up. Here we go. Okie dokie. That is all that we can do for now. Give you a better look so as you can see. We have maybe, there we go. So we got the purple. I was able to pick out all the details in the legs and the arms. And as I mentioned, there is a little bit going on in the back of the backpack, but the top is covered by a cloak, which is not part of the commission, so I don't have to worry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to let these guys dry off for now, and then I will come back and hit some of the details in a moment. Alrighty, so it is now time to get into some of the details on these guys. Well, I'll show you this one more since he actually has a little bit more going on than the other guys. But what I'm going to be dealing with now is, actually, I wonder. Okay. You can't see it on this one that much, but there is a belt kind of on his waist. Actually, on this guy, it's completely hidden by pouches and stuff like that. But if you look at these other two that are kneeling, you can see a little bit of a belt there. So that is going to be, where is it? Black, straight up. Easy peasy. Second, I will also be dealing with the pouches that they have, which you can especially see on this guy that's standing. He's got like a whole set of pouches on one leg and a bunch on this side. And then even the other guys have not as much, but they do have one pouch that's kind of hidden underneath the cloak. You can't really see it that well, but you can see enough of it. And those are going to be done with our hardened carapace, which is a very dark, almost grayish brown. And then the last detail that I'm going to be dealing with is the buckles and the guns. And for that, we're going to be using our just standard gunmetal. And that's going to be going over, of course, these big-ass sniper rifles that they have. And then, of course, the belt buckles on their, on the belt buckle. And then with this guy, it's also going to be used for his binoculars. So, very simple and straightforward, and I only got these three guys, so let's go ahead and, now they're all falling over. Let's go ahead and get started. There we go. Got our details done. Oof, let me clean out my palette. Also a good stopping point because I'm going to need some more water here for my pot in a sec. But let's go ahead and see what we've done. So, their big-ass sniper rifle is all painted up, nice and gunmetal-y. Got a little bit in the buckle there. Can't really see the pouch that well. However, this guy, I believe he's supposed to be like the squad sergeant anyway. He's got pouches all over the place, which are all painted up in the manner that we wanted to do, including his gun and binoculars. And there's a little bit of belt action going on in there too. So, the last thing that's left for us to do is to reapply some white and clean up, but that's going to be, I'm going to let these guys dry for a little bit. And when we come back, we'll finish them up.
Are you listening to this show and thinking, man, I'd like to start a podcast, but I don't even know where to start? Well, Buzzsprout has the answers for you. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting service that provides a number of valuable resources to help you on your podcasting career path. For one, Buzzsprout offers indefinite hosting of all your episodes and allows you to host as much material as you want, depending on the type of subscription that you opt for. Buzzsprout also provides a means for getting your show hosted to every major podcasting platforms such as iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, you name it. In addition, Buzzsprout also provides various means to get your show monetized through various sponsorship and affiliate programs, links to other paid hosting platforms such as Patreon and YouTube, and your own personal newsroom to learn all the tips and tricks for optimizing your podcast for the greatest return on your investment. If you're hearing all this and you're still interested, you can go to my link below and receive an Amazon gift card for starting a podcast hosting subscription that you'll receive on the second billing period of your podcast journey. Everyone has something to share, and there's no time like the present. Join Buzzsprout today.
Alright, ladies and gents, it is finally time to finish up these eliminators. And to do that, all that's left is basically just the cleanup. So what that's going to look like is we're going to use it's just going to be our white, flat white. And it's not as visible here, but basically what I'm going to do is go in and clean up all of the purple edging that I did on these guys, as well as any potential spill from some of the other elements. So, well, not so much on this guy, but I'm sure some of the pouches I might have gotten a little bit on the armor, and maybe some of the guns as well. But it's mostly going to be the armor and the white. So, no sense wasting any time. You've already seen me do this a million times. So here we go. There we go. Now we're almost done. Cleanup's all done. Got the white in there. And the only thing I have left to do is I noticed as I was going through, I forgot to do the backpack vents on these guys. So we'll do that right now real quick. This should only take just a little bit. That, of course, is with our gunmetal paint. Just like we used on the guns and some other stuff. Actually, probably not even really some other stuff. There's one. A 2. I gotta do the inside, I suppose. Alright, that guy's done. And now for the last one. That'll just put me one step closer to being done with this commission. Almost. And now the rims. Almost there. There. All done with the primaris eliminators. Or snipers. Well, not our, because they're not actually mine, of course. But, give you a better view of what I'm working with. Now, it's not the most apparent, but as you can see, all the lines have been kind of cleaned up around this guy. Even there on the foot. Nice and clean. Did I do this one? Close enough. Yep. Eliminators. All finished, and that is another episode of the Poncho's Paint Booth in the books, as well as another episode of my small commissions, which, once again, not full paint schemes, just getting models ready for tournaments, basically. So, once again, if you haven't done so already, go to the corner, like and subscribe to Multi-Murdy Media. That is the YouTube channel that you are watching right now. You'll get this playlist along with several others. And if you stay tuned to the end of the episode, you also get links to all my socials and my website, which will also link back to this. But yeah, again, also links to the socials on my website, as well as my model gallery, which is all stuff that I've done mostly on the show here, as well as some stuff before. And also links to my podcast on various major platforms that it's on. And of course, as always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned because I got plenty more stuff on the way.